Back for Dust2S's ongoing coverage of ESL Impact Season 5 Dallas Finals, and I found Shakezullah, the recently minted assistant coach of FlyQuest RED. So to start, I was mentioning this when I was talking to Goosebeater earlier today. Last time I saw you, you were retired. So what in the world happened? How did you end up working for FlyQuest RED?
My plan was to go to school full time, but they had, kind of a position open up, and I just thought it was something that I'd be able to manage doing both. I don't have to travel as much. We have the 2 Impact events and then maybe some boot camps here or there, so it was very manageable with school. But I just thought, always looking from the outside in, especially when I was playing, I thought that this was a roster that should be competing and Impact playoffs and finals, and so I was kind of always, from the outside interested in helping, and I had reached out to Goose at one point, and just kind of worked itself out. So I think this is a team that, like I said, should be in playoffs, and hopefully we're able to make that happen.
Now, despite it being North America's #1 Impact team, unfortunately we didn't really reach that goal of making playoffs. In fact, the team went out without a single win. What has been the focus for you in Mnmzzz in trying to get this team sort of to the next level?
Mostly just being consistent. I think we currently play in advanced, and with a lot of advanced teams, you need to kind of develop your idea of the game and sort of take it to the next level. And especially, I say the biggest thing that we work on is not just playing the game in a way that is set, and playing the game in a way where you can start to read into scenarios, and if around you do something 70% of the time, now you look at the 30%, and you don't just do it the 70% always. So just kind of helping them read the game more in depth, and again, just kind of providing them knowledge that I have from playing. And Mnmzzz has experience as well. He was with Gamer Legion and was an analyst with them when they went to the major. So we have just a bunch of experience and concepts, and even resources where we can reach out to players that are still playing and be like, hey, what do you think about this? Or if we see something in a demo, we can reach out to them too. So it's just kind of nice for us to help them, and maybe it's resources they haven't had previously.
Now, of course, I'm sure no one forgets. Alan here is the former IGL of the beloved Bad News Bears brand. Also played for the likes of Singularity. Coach of Evil Geniuses. During a brief time with that. So you definitely have a lot of experience you can bring to this team. What do you think is your main contribution you can bring to the table that's unique to you from your experience in the NA scene?
I think helping IGLs kind of take their game to the next level is probably something that I can help with. I know that one of the things that I struggled with in the scene was there weren't a lot of mentors, and I had to figure a lot of the game out by myself. And when I actually got to coach Steel with Chaos for the first time, it was kind of like, whoa, a lot of this stuff he's doing makes sense. And so I'm able to just do that, with Colleen and even Goose, because she calls on Mirage. So I just kind of, break down rounds, or I'll ask them, what were you thinking here? Hey, here's how maybe we approach this in the future, or what do you think about this? And so, again, just kind of helping them see different aspects of the game, which will hopefully, again, help us at the next Impact.
A recent change with this squad was the decision to have Coyote sort of take over as the primary IGL on most maps. You've been working with the team for a while. Was that something that you suggested to the team, or where did that sort of idea come from? Was it did you offer her advice in that regard in deciding for Goosebeater to put?
No, that was decided before I came into the team. So I've been working with them for about 3 months now, but that was all pre my time. And the roster changes of Vanessa, as well as Emmy in the team, those were both before my tenure.
Okay, so still, pretty fresh in this new role for you. Something I thought that was really endearing to me is obviously for the fans. People, love you from your time with Bad News Bears. It's a very sentimentalized team in the NA space. However, it still seems like something that's very sentimentalized for you and your former teammates. I saw Mad Cow and Spongy in the crowd this weekend. As that was a defining team of your career as a player. What does it mean for you, the fact that the teammates you had on that Bad News Bears team are still so invested in you that they're willing to come out to events and sort of support your new project now?
I wouldn't say they came out to the project for me. It's definitely just an event where, especially for the last 2 years, it's worked out well, and it's something that we can get together and see each other. Bad News Bears was an amazing project, and we got so much support and love from the community, so there's no reason that we can't continue to represent that, and yeah.
I'm curious, obviously FlyQuest RED was in ESC Advanced this season, and so was Peter, Spongy, Gabe, and JoJo, and one other player who's eluding me at this moment, Wolfie. With obviously Spongy, did you have a chance to play him this season, or pardon me, to have your team play them this season?
No, we didn't play them this season.
Would have been a probably very strange case of deja vu, definitely for sure. Now, We talked about we had a chance to talk to Goose Breeder about how next season there's only going to be one spot into the LAN finals due to the spot flipping between North America, South America every season. We've seen TSM Shimmer make some strides to improve their game. They now have an organization. They now have a coach. Is there any worry in the team camp about being outpaced by TSM Shimmer? Are you worried they could steal this LAN spot away from FlyQuest RED?
No, I mean, from my time within the team, their work ethic is honestly better than a lot of the players I've had, for my tenure playing. And so it's been really impressive for me. And I think that, even though the results didn't happen at this LAN, I think that a lot of the processes are there where they're working hard. They're, very receptive to ideas. And I'd say the biggest thing is when we talk about changes, they actually work to implement them. So, I think TSM's a good team and they definitely are coming up in the scene. But I think if we continue to do what we're doing, then I trust us to, come through and have that #1 spot still.
So that's sort of Alan Shakezullah, the new assistant coach of FlyQuest RED, looking towards the future. He's not worried about what comes next, and we'll see what happens next season in ESL Impact Season 6. Thank you for your time, Alan, and we will cut it here.